finish line raceway, and racing was starting, and we're gonna do some spring changes to get my wheel hop from happening in the corner. We got some different springs. On the live stream, we did some spring testing, and we also did some weight balance, see where we're at. We're going to race this race, and then during the off period, we're going to go ahead and do a spring change. And we're going to take, I got a front spring spacer. I'm going to take that out before this race. Let's go ahead and see where we're at for that. You know what? I'm going to take it out, race the race, and then I'm going to weigh it, and then switch out the spring this next intermission. So let's go ahead and take that spring out, and next time you see us, we'll be racing our Los NASCAR. Okay, you can see where I mess up here, and then I take a few bad line changes. Miss a wreck here. Slow down for a wreck here. Flip here. Go extra wide here. The leader passing me makes me mess up a couple of times in the corners. Can go wide, too far wide. Another flip. Get marshaled and run into the wall. This is the start of the IROC race. As you can see, the first lap I get ran into, flipped over. Then here I go extra wide. I get nervous, and then I hit the wall, and then I also go super wide. Couple clean laps, and then this happens. Flipped here. Almost had to wait for the field. Knew the rad car was coming up after me, so I went right. Missed my gear. Knew he was going to pass me, so I went super wide. I don't know what happened.
Are you in
this
with
is
us?
The start of Los NASCAR Heat 2.
Yeah.
Look how far I go on that corner. Watch as I flip in this corner. And again. I traction roll again. Okay, we go into this corner, and I get flipped again. Couple clean laps, and I pretty much finished the race. Start of IROC Heat 2 after I changed the spring. Watch as I go into this corner and flip. Seems like all I do is flip. Get marshaled here, and then I flip. I'm bothered now and kind of want to finish the race. And have to get marshaled again. And I finished the race. This is the start of the Los NASCAR Main 1. Watch as I start strong and flip it. And again. Once more. Couple clean laps. And flip again. Up here I turn too early. Couple clean laps, and then I flip yet again. And again. And again. I wreck with this guy. Right here. I get caught up in this mess. Is it over yet? I flipped again. Nope, about to be though. Alright, here's the start of IROC race And I'm off to a bad start. A really bad start. Okay, it could have gone better. As I have to wait for the entire field. Flipped again. Man, they must really hate me. From here on out, I think I realized not to touch the ice. Oops, almost hit a marshal. I guess I'll never learn. The announcer said hi, and I did. It wasn't right. Get off that ice, man. Me running into this guy caused me to flip. Me being run into by this guy caused me to flip. Looks like I got bruised. Man, that ice ain't good for you. I'm about to get bruised. Okay, after all that, I escaped free at the end of the race. On to Lucy NASCAR, the start of the last main. I still didn't do very well. When will I learn to get off that ice? I think I ran into this guy here. When will I learn to stay off the ice? Two men enter the corner, one leaves. I go one lap around and then it happens again. When will I learn to get off that ice? Two men exit the corner, one leaves. I come bouncing off the walls and hit this guy. Okay, this is the last race of mine for the night, and then we'll go over results. The start of the IROC main. And I'll never learn to get off that ice. And yet again. Mistake after mistake after mistake. These final results won't be good. Looks like I finally learned my lesson. Hopefully. Just let's hope I don't get bruised or zaned. Looks like I got bruised. Then the ice. That stupid ice. Glad I didn't get caught up in that. Oh, I did. That right tire's ice is not very good. Couple clean laps. The announcer didn't call this, and oops, my fault. It was his first day of racing too, so hopefully I didn't discourage him. And Brando, I'm awesome. Looks like I'm gonna be awesome again. Couple clean laps. The announcer says glow, you don't do that. I don't know how Bill did this. He's stuck in the middle. And I did my own fuck up and then get smashed. About into the race and nothing really happens. On to the results. Sorry, I'm going to read off of this if I have to, but our first practice session with the Losi NASCAR, our fastest was 6:150, average 6:419, and a consistency of 97.2. That's really good numbers, very solid, so no issue there. Now we go into qualifier 1 with the Losi NASCAR. Losi NASCAR result 4th place, 45 laps with a minute of 5:01. The fastest being 5:7.28. Average lap 6.695 and a consistency of 85%. We had a lot of crashes, wall taps, bad entries, traffic hesitations. I lost 7 laps to the leader and there's not a speed difference, so that's the mistake. Then we're going into qualifier 2. Result 4th place once more. 45 laps. Same as last time. Fastest lap 5:7.23. Average 6:7.06. Standard consistency 75%. Standard deviation is high. This means multiple blown laps. You have a pace but do not have a rhythm under race conditions. So I need to settle down, get in my groove, race consistency. Now we go into the mains. Main 1. I had 65 laps out of 75. The leader ran 75. My fastest lap was 5.713. Average 7.029. Consistency 78%. We had a couple of crashes, and in those crashes we had 10 seconds. I'm about 0.2 slower in raw pace. I'm losing laps for mistakes, so we need to work on that. I don't know. The only way I think we can work on that is more practice and more races. So more seat time. A main 2 finished 65 laps. Yet again, fast lap 5:7.67. I had an early mistake. This is a pattern. I'm overdriving the first 5 laps, so I'm too excited. So I just need to settle down. The pattern is I can run 5.7s, but my average is way off pace. I blow 1 to 3 laps per race, early race mistakes, and my standard deviation spikes during race. I'm losing because of entry discipline, throttle patience, and traffic timing. I think also I should have doped a couple of tires, a couple of races, and I was traction rolling. On to IROC. First we started out with practice session 1. Our fastest lap was 5.812. Our average was 5.932. Our consistency was 97.3. That was pretty good. All laps clustered in between 5.8.2 and 6.0. No spikes. Car is stable. Driver controlled. Improvement focus is not mechanical. Nothing mechanical. I don't need to change anything. What I need to do is consistency, consistency, consistency. Session 2, fast lap 57.20, 97.4 consistency. We found more speed, which was right because we did a spring change. We're clearly capable of low 5.7s, so we're not slow. Qualifier or heat 1 to 2 of IROC. Qualifier 1, heat 1 to 2. We did 45 laps in 5.05. Fastest lap was 57.23. Lap stats were average lap was 6.706 and our consistency was 75.6%. So we're losing consistency yet again. 5.6%. So we're losing consistency yet again. We had one 12 plus second lap. We flipped over and we weren't doing so well. What it cost me was finishing 4th out of 3. What it cost me was finishing 4th instead of 3rd. The pattern that is emerging is I race differently than I practice. Qualifier 2, 46 laps finished, 5.713 fastest lap. Average lap was 65.90. Consistency again, drop down again, 7.4. Recover instantly. Target metric is consistency above 85% and 2 spike laps. If I do that, I'll finish 5th minimum. Where I actually stand, I'm mid A main pace, not back mark pace. My speed says I'm top 5 capable. My execution, I'm in 8th or 9th. So what we're going to try to do this Tuesday or tomorrow, with that, whichever one you see first, which is tomorrow, because I haven't edited this video yet. We're going to break down exact seconds lost per session. We're going to compare our average versus winner lap for lap. And we're going to tailor a race day discipline checklist tailored to me. Stay tuned. And also, this weight scale is a pan card that a veteran of the track that did pretty good, and he showed me his scale, and hopefully this is the numbers we are trying to reach. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Look out for my live this weekend. Coming soon.